All right, SMCI on Friday closed at $628 levels. So this is the technical levels I will be watching for the rest of the August. And we know that Nvidia has earnings coming up, which may move these names, and it will move these names. But until then, what to watch from here for this name? So after reporting earnings last time around these $630 levels, this stock flushed down to 530 and then went all the way to 480. Now you can consider this huge gap down filled, and above this level we have 200-day moving average at the moment, 670-ish level. That's your resistance I would be watching if you are somebody who's looking at this name. I will bring up a little bit more. So this is the hourly chart of the stock, a little bit more moving averages. You can see on this chart, I'm going to switch to daily chart of this stock, the 5-day moving average. So ultra short term, yes, we do have pretty nice rally. This is 30% rally, and that's what you have going on with most of the semiconductor stocks that are highly volatile. So if you can't cope with it, I mean, you should not be trading these names, because these names have been swinging up and down crazy ever since, I mean, the entire year actually. And at the moment, well, ultra short term, yes, above its 5-day moving average, you can consider it ultra short term, trying to move higher, but it's below its 20-day moving average, which is right here at acting as a resistance. This blue line on my chart, this red line on my chart represents 200-day moving average. Let's bring up 50-day moving average, which is way up here, 764. So anytime you see stock, whether it's drifting above its 50-day moving average too far away, just like we saw it right here, it tends to revert to these mean, and it just trades within that range for the most part. And when it gets overly extended to the downside or upside, well, again, I was not expecting this name to push this much, or overall in general market after flushing down that much, but we do have what we have right here, and this stock still from its highs down at this time almost 50% down, okay? And year to date, another perspective, it is still up 125% up, okay? So to see this name swinging up and down, I mean, absolutely normal. I mean, if you have been trading this name, you know, like this entire year, this has traded with a large range. So what I'm expecting from here. So right here, right now, I know a lot of people could have been, maybe they're watching that this stock could have done this rally as a relief or dead cat bounce, and many people maybe are watching this formation right here as a possible bearish flag, where you have stock flush down, drift a little bit higher, fill the gap. Of course, we have a little bit of a gap right here as well between 675 and 650, 630-ish level. And it can go lower, test this for $500, $480 again, or it can definitely try to push higher. But at this point, we have pretty strong resistance right here, right now, at around $700, $720 levels. This is where a lot of people tried to bottom ticket when the stock was trying to stay above its 200-day moving average. And I'm not someone who, especially S&P 500 names, I don't like when stocks are trading below 200-day moving average, because a lot of algos are going to put a pressure on anytime stock is trading below its 200-day moving average, which means momentum has shifted and it's to the downside. You can just take a look at what's going on with CrowdStrike. So ever since it has gone, of course, this is very different story right here, but you get the point. Anytime you just pull up any chart and take a look at the stock that has went below its 200-day moving average and how long it took for it to recover this level and turn the sentiment around. But SMCI, well, these are the levels I'm watching. In terms of the option activity, well, today it was one of the top 10 traded, actively traded option stocks with 344,000 total contracts being traded on Friday, 60% call volume, 40% put volume. And if we come up just to analyze just today's data alone, where we have over 200,000 calls being traded, you can see both puts and calls on this name. Most of the volume, 90% of the volume, trades between 0 to 60 delta. And again, these options are very expensive. We understand this stock has very large average true range. It can swing in any given day more than, let's take a look, just to be precise, last for 20 something sessions, almost it has 9% daily range. It can move up or down. Okay, so that's a pretty big range, 55 points. And last time, well, this is the recent addition to, also, if you forgot, to S&P 500. And I was looking at the S&P 500, like how much they paid, what's their average cost for SMCI. If you come take a look at information technology, you will find SMCI very at the bottom somewhere, where they have paid, well, 39s basically, tech name, they have paid on average $1,059. And at the moment, stock is down from whatever they accumulated this name, because that's where it was added. So that was my point. Anytime, like at last time, or I don't remember when I talked about this S&P inclusion of SMCI, or in general any other stock that was added to S&P 500, that's the theme. Every time it gets added, it gets distribution and it goes down. It has happened to Tesla. It has happened to many other names, Airbnb, Penn National, Match Group, many other names. Just take a look. On average, it tends to go down that same year it is added to the index. And I'm not saying that the stock cannot go higher, but last time they reported earnings, nobody liked this earnings, but nothing was wrong in general. But I don't like this name staying below 200-day moving average. So for me to turn bullish on this name, I would like it to see at least above $700 levels, $710 levels. This was the support I was watching right here, where it flushed even lower well before its earnings reports. So is it glass half full or glass half empty moment for many people? Because it is at this moment in time 50% below its all-time highs. Do you like it? Is it 50% discount, or do you want more? So that's the question a lot of people may have been asking themselves, or they're asking themselves. But on another hand, this stock has gone up 10, 12-fold in a matter of like 1 year, so 1+ year. So even if you take a look at it from the beginning of the year, again, I'm repeating it again, that it is still up more than 100% year to date. So for me, this name can chop around this between 500 and 670-ish level, but again, it can go lower in September when volatility comes back. But I'm not looking at this name as, I mean, it does not look, even though it recovered the loss right here, pretty decent recovery, 30% rally. I'm not watching this name to the upside. It can go push higher, but risk reward for me would be to watch this name. It can drift, of course, all the way to 700, but if it rejects this level, to watch this name to go right back down to test $500 level and test this level many times and confirm that level, that this is a support. At that point, I would be more interested to possibly swing it to the upside. But otherwise, I don't have a position in this name. I'm not trading it, but purely as a trader, I'm watching this name to see if it rallies a little bit more towards its 200-day moving average, and I want NVIDIA earnings to be out of the way, then I would be looking at this name to trade possibly down or up, depending where it is price-wise. But right here, right now, risk-reward is not in my favor. So that's what I'm watching for SMCI going forward. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.